TRW back here at the wargaming table. Going to whip up some good medieval wargaming fun here, entertainment. So just received this yesterday. This again is ALEA. This is all Spanish wargaming magazine with a Spanish language wargame here. So there's going to be a fair amount of mispronunciations. So in here inside, there in the center of the magazine, you have La Reconquista, the Middle Ages, the 8th to the 15th centuries, rules, and 30 battles. 30 battles. Obviously this is a system game using generic unit counters. I've set up and I'm going to try Guadalete, first battle, first of 30. This battle is from the year 711. There's a little summary in Spanish. Cadiz. Okay, so here's the English translation. Very, very, very poor translation. This is going to be a struggle trying to figure out what they mean. Let me just use one example. This small paragraph here under preparing the game. The player who deploys first, alarda, in the scenario, which by the way I never figured this out, so I'm just going with the side that's listed first in the scenario description. Place his 5 est or banner markers. Now there are these est markers, so and looks like a mounted warrior with a banner overhead, so I'm assuming it's those 5 markers there. Markers back-sided. I assume they mean with their back side up? No. Well, the reverse of that maybe. And any player would see it, the numeric values. These have value of 1, 2, or 3 on the back of them. There are 3 1s, 1 2, and 1 3 if I remember correctly. But I put them down there, so I don't want to know what the values are until I flip them over. And any player would see it, the numeric values, until he will captures. See victory conditions. So there is, throughout these rules, there's going to be a lot of attempts to interpret what was meant, what was intended. Being Spanish language wargame and being Iberian Christian versus Muslim forces from the Middle Ages, there are going to be a lot of words that are going to be new and, I don't know, just, it's going to be interesting, but I don't know. At least I have the descriptions. So we have Suhada, or short Suha, literally martyrs. See, Rita, like cannon fodder. Rita, short for Redautas, volunteers of low class, bad armed, and poor trained. Just as an example. So, La Reconquista, I'm playing it for 2 reasons, and I'm playing it despite a 3rd reason. So I'm playing it because it is Middle Ages, and not only that, but not only is it Middle Ages, but it includes at least some battles from, we have 732, so not only do I like the Middle Ages in general, I even like a bit more the first half of the Middle Ages, or the Dark Ages, basically the 7th through 10th centuries. And there are some battles included from that first half, that first period. So that's one reason. And two, I do like system games. So again, this is two generic maps. This map is two-sided. It's your metric version of 11 by 17 inches. You have terrain markers. You do have terrain markers. I'm not sure how to use them yet. So that is, so you have these terrain markers. The first battle I'm playing is actually an open field with no terrain. But you do have these terrain markers this is GABA or woods. And you have fortresses and mountains as markers. So there you've got Yabal for mountain, and Kala for fortress, right there, fortress. You have a lot of nice medieval style graphics in this game. Yeah, so two reasons. I do like system games that cover a lot of different scenarios or battles, in this case battles, and this is Middle Ages, and includes some battles from the first half of the Middle Ages. Now, I'm playing this despite the fact that this is, let me just say up front that even though I will be struggling through a bad English translation of this Spanish design, this should be a quite simple game, maybe on par with Battle Cry. So I'm not really interested in simple games like that anymore. I'm just not. But here, I think I've mentioned this before, there just doesn't seem to be a lot. Maybe you just need to play miniatures, but I wish there were more medieval war games. So this was a medieval war game, and it was a system game, so I thought I should try it. Now, having said I'm going to try this, I hope there's something here. If there's not anything here for me, then I don't consider it a big loss at all. But hopefully there is something. So let's just see. So I'm going to again walk through how I've started here. Like I said, I got it yesterday. Prepped the counters real quick. Set up the battle here. All right, so again, for preparing the game, I've chosen my scenario. Again, scenario number 1, Guadalete battle. All right, so each side takes their. So the game has cards, and I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do this. I think I've also mentioned this recently. Don't care very much at all about cards at all. So I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll make my own versions. The point is, I'll take a look at these later. I don't care about cards in war games anymore. So, but there are cards, and so there are not a lot of them. What are there like 7 Muslim cards and 8 Christian cards. Yeah, so I'll just mention them. They are there. Probably won't be doing anything with them, or I'll figure out some other way to account for them. But each player, basically, I think they're saying each player takes their cards and shuffles them, although it's a pretty hilarious way to phrase it. But I think each player takes their cards and shuffles them and puts them next to the map board by their side. Then it's okay. This is, I've already done this, so next step is each player takes. So these are the Christian ones, and there are the exact same idea for the Muslim side, but these are archer markers, right? There's archers, and on the back there's a number 2, 6. Oh wait, 6 and 9. Okay, it should go by the top there. Okay, so there's 1 through 9 9 of these markers on each side. So what it says is each side shuffles these and draws 3, and puts. And actually, I'm not sure what to do with them yet. But the first thing is, I think, you shuffle the 9 archer markers, and I think they're saying face down, and choose 3 of them without revealing the values to the other player. So I did that for both sides. So I drew 3 randomly and set the 6 aside for, here's the 6 Christian ones left over and the 6 Muslim ones left over. So each side has 3 randomly drawn archers markers. All right, then the player who deploys first. Again, the Christian side was listed first, so I'm going to make them assume that they're what's called the first deployer. So then we took the 5 banner markers, again, face down, and I'm just assuming that they're placed, because it says you place it on the, well, it mentions a track, and this looks like banner track. I'm assuming that's banner track. There were 5 of these slots there, and there are 5 banner markers, so I took them, shuffled them up, and placed them there randomly. What I don't understand, although it doesn't matter for me playing solitaire, I don't know if the first player, the first deployer, places them there face down, knowing the values or not knowing the values. I don't know. That shouldn't matter to me playing solitaire. Okay. Each side then stacks their Moloch marker. That's their leader marker with a chosen unit. And I think it says which cannot be a... All right, and here we're going to get in. There's only a matter of time before I have to get into all the particular terms here, right? But anyways, here's a Moloch marker. There's 1 on each side. So here's the... it's a leader. Moloch is a leader. So that's the Christian leader marker. Here's the Muslim leader marker right there. So I think what it's saying is each player places their Moloch marker with a unit of their choice, but it cannot be a Reba or Orda unit. So with that, okay, so well, I might as well. So on the Christian side, you have Orda units right here. Here's an example. Order units are, and I'm sure, yeah, they're the orders. They're the Templars and Hospitallers, etc., etc. So we have Temple Order, Hospital Order, Al Santada, Calatrava, Santiago, and some Christian Crusades orders, etc. All right, so Orda are the orders. Well, we know those types. And then Reba is, where's Reba? Where's Reba? Oh wait, Reba or Rita? No, it says Reba. Alright, I will use this kind of a, yeah, this is a player aid card actually. It's all in Spanish though, so it's of limited value, but not of no value, so Reba. Okay, there it is. So I think these might be these are distinct unit types. Obviously they're historical terms and everything, which is great, but I think these are more or less complementary on each side. So Reba for the Muslims are right there. Okay, Reba, short for Aribat, Muslim version of the extra heavy cavalry Christian Crusaders orders. So yeah, okay, so the heavy cavalry on the Muslim side comparable to the Christian heavy cavalry of the orders type. Okay, so it can't be that. So I chose to put the Christian Moloch or leader marker with this unit, which is an ALEA, which is short for. See, this is the stuff that obviously is not second nature for me, but there they are. Local troops of consejos and burgos, or well, I guess villagers, with some training and equipped with different qualities. And it's not a good translation either, so that doesn't help. You have to interpret it. All right, so I guess they're kind of medium quality, local villager type unit. Maybe he should be with I'm going to move him. I didn't realize that's what that unit was. All right, maybe I put it with this unit up here. No, I don't want to put it with that unit either. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put it with this Yine. Riders, poorly armed and protected, huh? Boy, don't have a lot of good choices here. Huh. Alright, maybe this is better. Put the leader up front. This is a Adal, okay. Adalides. Medium cavalry, medium equipped and protected. There we go. Okay. All right. I will put him with the medium cavalry, even though it puts him out front. And then I put the Muslim Malik with the Gada, which is the Adal. Okay, so comparable to the Adal. Okay, comparable to the Christian version unit. Okay, with the Malik, markers placed. Both sides roll 2d6. So 9 for the Muslim side. Snake eyes for the Crusaders. Okay. So both players roll 2d6. The player who attains the best result is going to be player A. I'll designate player A so I remember. Player A for the rest of the game, and that applies to the sequence of play. We'll start the turn activation. Okay, so the obtained score in the activation dice roll. Okay. Okay, do they mean the high score or do they mean the difference? The obtained. The result must be. Wow. I thought this made sense when I read it earlier. The obtained score. What obtained score? In the activation roll dice, doesn't make sense. Has to be an even. Yeah, I got it. You're going to round up. The obtained number must be. Wow. All right, let me use the example. When the turn starts, the player rolls 2d6 and obtains the result of 7. All right, maybe they mean that. Maybe they mean the high number, 9. All right, divide that in half. 4.5 round up to 5. All right, I think. All right, maybe they mean there are these Naxat markers. Okay. And there's 6 of them. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, 5. Okay. All right. There's 6 of the Nox. Each side has 6 Naxat markers. I think they're like activation markers. Oh, 9 is rounded up to an even number of 10. Divide that in half. Okay. All right. You get 5 Naxat markers, activation markers, like that. There's another one, this marker, llama marker. Doesn't make much sense, but this goes on 5 to be the remaining 5. Okay. I'm not sure what the other player does, but does the other side get the same? All right, so I'll pick it up again. The obtained number divided by 2. The obtained number must be divided between 2. The Noxot markers equal to the half figure, that would be the 5, obtained in the dice roll must be stacked with the chosen unit to activate the first impulse turn. All right. I think what they mean is take these Noxot markers and just go 1, 2, 3, and let's go 4 and 5. All right, so took the 5 Noxot markers, activation markers. Let me make sure I got that right. Noxot is activation markers. Okay, and the other one is activation points. Okay, all right. These are the activation points, 5 and 5 activation markers. Okay, together they equal 10, which is 9 rounded up to the next even number. As we send to the ALEA, or this track, ALEA track. Now, how could that be up to 12 though? Whoa, how can that be up to 12? The maximum number per turn of activation points is 12. That's those together. And what's the other player doing? Yeah. All right. Well,